Hello friends, today I'll talk about the Neti, that is Jal Neti and Sutra Neti. Neti is one of the practices of Shat Karma, which is used before pranayam and other higher yogic practices in order to purify the body of toxins and to ensure safe and successful progression along the spiritual path. The aim of Shat Karma is to create harmony between the two major nadis, that is Ida and Pingla nadi, thereby attaining physical and mental purification and balance. Shat means 6 and karma means action. The Shat karma consists of 6 group of purification practices. First one is neti, that is cleansing of nasal passage. This can be done in two ways, Jalneti and Sutraneti. Second one is Dhauti, that is cleansing of digestive tract up to stomach. This can be done in four ways. First one is Varisara or Shankh Prakshalan. It is cleansing of intestine. Second one is Agnisar or Vanisar Dhauti. It is for activating the digestive system. Third one is Kunjal or Vaman Dhauti. It is cleansing of stomach with water. Fourth one is Vatsara Dhauti, that is cleansing the intestine with air. The third Shatkarma is Nauli. It is used for massaging and strengthening the abdominal organs. Fourth one is Basti. It is for cleansing of large intestine. Fifth one is Kapal Bhati. It is for purifying the frontal region of the brain and lungs. Sixth one is Trataka. It is for cleansing of the eyes. Now let us understand and practice Jal Neti and Sutra Neti. Jal Neti is nasal cleansing with water and Sutra Neti is with thread. For Jal Neti, a special Neti lota or Neti pot is used. The nozzle on the end of his spout should fit comfortably into the nostril so that the water does not leak out. The water should be clean and slightly warm, generally at the body temperature, and thoroughly mixed with salt. Salt should be mixed in proportion of 1 teaspoon per half liter of water. The addition of salt ensures the osmotic pressure of water is equal to that of the body fluids, thereby minimizing any irritation to the mucous membrane. A painful or burning sensation is an indication of too little or too much salt in the water. Fill the neti pot with lukewarm water and mix the salt in proportion. It can be done in sitting or in standing position. Let's do it in standing position. Stand with legs apart so that the body weight is evenly distributed between the feet. Lean forward and tilt the head to one side. Breathe through the mouth. Gently insert the nozzle in the nostril. The nozzle should press firmly against the side of nostril so that no water leakage occurs. Tilt the neti pot in such a way that water runs into the nostril and not down the face. Keep the mouth open and breathe through mouth, raising the elbow of the hand which holds the neti pot. Help to adjust the body position so that water flows out through the lower nostril. When half the water has passed through the nostril, bring the head to the center and let the water run out of the nose. Tilt the head to the opposite side and repeat the process. Neti may also be done by sucking water directly from a bowl. The preparation of water is same. When it is sucked through nostril and thrown out of mouth, it's known as Youth Karma Kapalbhati. And if the water is sucked through mouth and thrown out of nostril, it is known as Seet Karma. After completing the process, the nostril must be thoroughly dried. For drying the nostril, stand erect. Close the right nostril with the right thumb and breathe in and out through the left nostril 10 times in quick succession, as in Kapalabhati pranayam. Repeat through the right nostril with the left nostril closed. Now bend forward from the waist so that the trunk is horizontal. Tilt the head to the right, closing the right nostril. Now breathe in and out through left nostril. Repeat again. Tilting the head to the left and closing the left nostril. Breathe in and out through right nostril. Finally, repeat again with the head centered. Breathing through both nostrils. This helps to drain trapped water from the sinuses cavity. Now stand erect with feet apart. Close the right nostril and exhale forcefully while bending forward rapidly from the waist. Inhale normally while returning to the upright position. Repeat 5 times. Repeat with right nostril open, left nostril closed, and then with both nostrils open. Now perform Shashankasana for 3-4 times to allow the drainage of any remaining water. The practice should take about 5 minutes. It may be practiced daily, once or twice a week. It is practiced in morning before asanas and pranayams. It may be performed at any time except after meals. People should avoid neti who suffer from chronic bleeding in the nose. Those who have great difficulty passing water through the nose may have a structural blockage and should take expert advice before doing the neti. People prone to or having ear infections should not do neti. During cold, flu, or sinusitis, when the nose is totally blocked, neti should be avoided. Neti has tremendous benefits. It removes mucus and pollution from the nasal passages and the sinuses, allowing air to flow without obstructions. It prevents respiratory tract diseases. It helps to maintain the good health of the eyes, ears, and throat. Jal Neti relieves muscular tension of the face and helps the practitioner to maintain a fresh and youthful appearance. It has calming and soothing influence on the brain. It removes anxiety, anger, and depression. It removes drowsiness and makes the head feel light and fresh. Jalniti stimulates the various nerve endings in the nose, improving the sense of smell and overall health of the individual. A balance is brought about between right and left nostrils and the corresponding left and right brain hemispheres, including a state of harmony and balance throughout the body and mind. It also helps to awaken the Agya Chakra. Sutra Neti is nasal cleansing with thread. This practice involves passing a length of cotton or rubber thread through the nose. For practicing, take any comfortable position of standing, sitting, or squatting position. Relax the whole body. Check which nose is flowing more freely by closing the nostril and exhaling through the other nostril. Slowly insert narrow end of the thread into whichever nose is flowing more freely. As the thread is inserted, twist it so that it enters the nostril easily. Little bit of almond oil can also be rubbed to the thread so that it moves more smoothly. Always keep the tip pointing downward towards base of the nose. Never push the thread straight up because the nasal cavity is behind the nose, not at the top of the nose. When the thread reaches the back of the throat, insert the fingers into the mouth and pull the thread gently and slowly out through the mouth, leaving a few inches of thread hanging out of the nostril. Initially, this action may cause irritation or vomiting, but it will become easier with practice. Hold each end of the thread with fingers and slowly and gently pull it backward and forward 10 to 15 times. Remove it slowly through the nose and repeat the process with opposite nostril. During this process, breathing is performed through mouth. The practice takes around 5 to 10 minutes and it can be done once in a week or fortnightly. Sutraneti should be performed before Jalneti as it will flush out all the impurities and particles in the nose which have been dislodged by the Sutraneti. Do not use force under any circumstances. The interior of nose is very delicate and any undue force could cause damage. Even after persistent attempts, if the thread is not passing through the nose, consult a competent teacher. Make sure that the thread is perfectly clean before inserting it into the nostril. It's better not to try Sutraneti until Jalneti has been perfected. Those people who suffer from chronic bleeding in the nose should not do Sutraneti. Anyone with nasal ulcers, polyps, or severe malfunctions of the nasal septum should first take advice of the yoga teacher or Ayurvedic doctor. The benefits are the same as for Jalneti. In addition, Sutraneti can rectify the problem of deviated nasal septum. If one or both nostrils are not flowing freely due to a deformed bone or fleshy outgrowths, the regular friction of the Sutraneti causes this obstruction to disappear within few months. During the present pandemic situations, Jalneti and Sutraneti are very much effective in prevention of COVID-19 viruses and even for other viruses because viruses mostly gets into the body through nostrils. This gets attached in the mucus, hair follicles and the goblet cells of the nose. If it's washed once or twice a day, most probably viral load will go down and we will not have symptomatic COVID infection. So try to inculcate the habit of Jalneti and Sutraneti for internal cleansing of the nostril.